Hello, I'm Diane, a Bible teller. When I'm reading the Bible, I found words such as King of Judah and King of Israel. When I did not know about the Bible well, I was confused. What are these countries? Are they the same? Originally, those were the same country, but were separated. Today, I will talk about why Israel was divided into two countries. The story begins with Solomon. Solomon is the son of David. Since his father was a king, Solomon was born as a prince. After his father died, he became a king, and Jehovah appeared in a dream and asked what he wants. Solomon asked for wisdom. With joy, Jehovah promised to give him not only wisdom, but also wealth and prosperity. What made Solomon famous is a trial on a certain child. The story that he found the real mother by ordering to cut a baby in half. You might know this story well, so I will not explain in detail. Anyway, with this trial, Solomon became a symbol of wisdom for 3,000 years, even now. Solomon has ruled the country well with his wisdom. He has maintained peace without any war with neighboring countries too. As promised, Jehovah gave Solomon prosperity. According to the Bible, there is a list of food used for a daily meal of Solomon. The amount is huge. 30 measures of fine flour, then fat oxen, and 20 oxen of the pastures, and 100 sheep, besides hearts, and roebucks, and fallow deer, and fatted fowl. Of course, he did not eat alone. Those were eaten together with his family members, followers, and servants who lived in his royal palace. But still, it is a huge amount. As the country became stable, Solomon began to do what his father, David, was trying to do but couldn't. He started building a temple for Jehovah. After 7 years of construction, Solomon completed the temple. After the completion, Solomon started to build a new royal palace that he will live. It took 13 years to complete the palace, so it took almost twice to build his own house. The actual size of the palace was twice of the size of the temple. Solomon named the palace the House of the Forest of Lebanon. Personally, I think Solomon's arrogance started from here, but the Bible does not mention it. Jehovah appeared again to Solomon after completing the temple and the royal palace. Jehovah praised what Solomon did and promised that Solomon's descendants will continue to rule Israel in the future. But Jehovah asked not to serve other gods. The Bible writes about Solomon's wealth in this way. And all King Solomon's drinking vessels were of gold, and all the vessels of the house of the forest of Lebanon were of pure gold. None were of silver. It was nothing accounted of in the days of Solomon. Not only the vessel, but also the shields used by the royal guards were all gold shields made of gold. The texture of gold is not hard, so I wonder if it was actually useful as a shield. Perhaps it was an ornament representing the grandeur of the royal palace. Well, Solomon received both wisdom and wealth, but as he got older, he kept away from Jehovah. The reason was women. Solomon loved women, especially foreign women who were not from Israel. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart. Thousands of wives captured Solomon's heart, and they recommended Solomon gods that they believed. Solomon was tricked by these women and began to serve foreign gods such as Ashtaroth, Moloch, and Chemosh. Later, I will make a video about what these gods are. Jehovah appeared 2 times more to tell Solomon to stop serving other gods, but Solomon didn't listen. Eventually, the final sentence was taken. Notwithstanding in thy days, I will not do it for David, thy father's sake, but I will rend it out of the hand of thy son. Howbeit, I will not rend away all the kingdom, but will give 1 tribe to thy son, for David, my servant's sake, and for Jerusalem's sake, which I have chosen. There was a man named Jeroboam. He was from the tribe of Ephraim and was originally working for Solomon, overseeing construction. When he was on his way, he encountered a prophet named Ahijah. Ahijah suddenly took off his clothes and made it 12 pieces, and said, Israel was made up of 12 tribes. It was a prophecy that Jeroboam will be a king over the 10 tribes, and Solomon will rule over only 2 tribes, one of Judah and the other tribe that Solomon belonged to. Solomon tried to kill Jeroboam. Jeroboam escaped from Solomon and fled to Egypt. The story is longer than I thought, so I think I have to divide it into 2. I will tell you the next story in the next episode. It was Diane, a Bible teller. Peace be with you.